is Brent Puccio, and I get it. I look like John Lennon and Weird Al Yankovic had a child that was less talented and they didn't want him. I've accepted it. If you guys couldn't have seen with this, I used to be in theater throughout high school. Really? Yeah. I would have never guessed. And we used to go to thespian conferences every summer. And I would tell my grandma this, but her hearing wasn't always that well. So she would always ask me how my lesbian conference was. And I just got tired correcting her. I was like, Grandma, it was awesome. I was like surrounded by women the whole time. Like, we had a blast. But she can't hear real well. She's 95 now, so now I just go with whatever she says. So a couple weeks ago, I was telling her that I was talking to a booker so I could go on to better shows, like actual stages like this. This is fancy. And she heard hookers and blow. I'm like, yeah, Grandma, that's just what I'm doing every Saturday. Just straight hookers and blow. Now, people will occasionally ask me if I'm gay because of how I dress. But I politely just tell them, no, I'm straight. It's okay, I'm not offended. But have you ever seen someone like call like a macho, like bro guy gay and how tight they get? They're like, oh! I'm like, whoa, it's 2021, guys. Let's get comfortable with our sexuality. Like, have you ever seen a gay that's not on point? Like, they have their shit on lock all the time. I take it as a compliment. Like, sometimes I'll go to Charlie's just to feel better about myself. Like, I wish women would hit on me the same way gay men did, but I guess that's just asking for too much. Now, let's give everybody like a round of applause for like the last year. We survived. Like, mentally, physically. Yes! We're here. But taking care of your physical and mental health, that shit's expensive. Right. Like food, clothing, like skin care, hair care, just medical care. Like, why does it cost so much for a salad and a water, but not for a burger, fries, and a large drink? Like, they just want us to be unhealthy. And that's why I eat unhealthy, like that, and I think I'd just be too dangerous with abs and 8 inches. So, speaking of things that can kill you, have you ever bought something off Craigslist?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right.
Don't do it.
Basically, so, well, I got a really smoking deal on these couches. Let me tell you what happened. So they're like $2,000 couches that were on $200 for Craigslist, and I just got a house, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. So I go to this guy's house, 100% believe he was a serial killer. He had women's shoes and women's garments on his bookshelves. Like high heels just on floating shelves. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, hey, do you want to look around, find some more things that you like? I was like, no, sir, I've seen Criminal Minds. Like, I watch enough true crime documentaries. Like, I'm not getting roofied, I'm not getting drugged, waking up naked, handcuffed to some guy's toilet. You're not going to see me on the next Netflix special. Like, I got that shit and I got out of there. But I guess that's why they call it killer deals for a reason, right? But rules of advice, take a friend with you if you're ever doing Craigslist, and bring a gun. Because fun fact, you're gonna walk by 36 murderers in your lifetime. That was at least one of mine. Yeah, Google it, I Google it, and it's like 36 murderers throughout your lifetime. Fun facts, ladies and gentlemen, fun facts. Now, I finally took a vacation recently for the first time, and it was a meetup for the people that make these t-shirts. So I just met a bunch of men that I met on the internet, and I was like, all right, it sounds a little weird, but let me explain. So I get with my buddy, we hop on a red-eye to New Jersey, and we got sat by this drunk, handsy lesbian. Let me tell you, she was a hoot. Like, that woman knew exactly how to sneak alcohol on the airplanes. So we're sitting there, and this wasn't like the normal travel size stuff that you sneak in. She had like the squirt bottles that were like, looked like hair gel containers. So I'm sitting there, she's like, do you want herbal essence or Pantene? I'm like, what? And then she explained it to me, I'm like, oh. I was like, do you have any Head and Shoulders? And right as we're about to squirt these shots, like over the loudspeaker, it goes, we are not allowed to have personal alcohol consumed on the airlines. I just like nudged my buddy. I was like, well, good thing this is business alcohol, right? So we're getting lit on the airplane. We're about to land. And right before we land, the lady comes up and she goes, you want to do coke on the Jersey Shore with me?
Yep.
I've watched Jersey Shore. Like, I've heard of GTL, Gym Tan Laundry. I've never heard of GTC, Gym Tan Cocaine. Now, if I didn't already have a book schedule, I would have been down, but we had a journey to go on. So we rent a car, we get to the hotel room, and then we're walking around Hoboken just dressed like this. And everybody in Jersey is just, they have no idea what's going on. And this guy approaches me, he goes, hey, is there like an ugly shirt convention going on or something? I'm offended, number one. Number two, I try to explain it to him, and then he just cuts me off. He's like, well, I don't care, but there's a bunch of you fuckers down there by the pier. So I was like, all right, just point the way. So I get there, and this is probably the most colorful, genuine, nicest group of people that I've ever met. Just a bunch of people who like wearing the same type of clothes, have similar interests. And we could drink, and we could party. So one guy comes up to me, he's like, bro, have you ever gone fishing with your dick and used it as bait? I was like, no, I can't say that I have. And he goes, bro, nothing like a fish sucking on your dick. And he goes, but I'm from Florida and a goddamn gator got me once. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then we're walking down the street, and another guy I met that's a cop in Cali, this New York City sewer rat just runs right in front of us. This man screams and jumps in the air. He's like, what the fuck was that? I was like, bro, that was Master Splinter. Like, we're in New York City. Ninja Turtles will be here shortly. But man, the drunker we got, the more buttons would come off. But let me tell you guys, I can't wait to go back for the next meetup. Now, with vacations, recently got a chance to go to Disneyland again. Totally different when you're a kid than when you're an adult. When you're a kid, you got that childhood look of awe and wonder and everything. You can like smell and taste the excitement in the air. When you're an adult, that awe turns into, oh, why is everything so expensive? And then that wonder, it turns into, I wonder when these fucking people are gonna get out of my way or move a little faster so I can make it to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, so then I can go to Haunted Mansion and Indiana Jones before this shit closes. Like, you gotta have a fucking plan these days. But I went with some of my best friends and we had a blast. Yeah, there you go. I rode the Guardians of the Galaxy ride 5 times, and I only shit myself once. No, I didn't actually shit my pants, but I did pee a little the first time. Just because if you've ridden the Tower of Terror before, it's not like that at all. Like, go, you'll see. But with Disneyland, I get it now. You want to relive that childhood and everything. Because if I start letting out my inner child, people call the police. Let me give you an example. You go to a restaurant. A baby or child starts screaming. Perfectly normal. I go to a restaurant. I start screaming. They call security. Like, nobody told me this is what growing up was gonna be like. Like, and when you're a kid, all those jokes go over your head from those Disney movies. As an adult, you're like, how the hell did they sneak those things in there? Like Ariel with her gadgets and gizmos aplenty, and she wants more. And then Elsa trying to say that foot size doesn't matter. We're adults now. We've had sex. We understand the jokes. Now, I actually have a Disney joke that I tried. It's through Disney puns and Disney songs only. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
Wow, what was that? You guys want to hear it? Yeah, thank you! Thank you, all right. I want a girl that comes up to me and goes, let's get down to business. Because you know what? I'll let her make a man out of me. Because maybe she's just a girl worth fighting for. I could take her to a whole new world. No, wait. I'm gonna take her to infinity and beyond. Like Ariel knew what she was talking about when she was like, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. And I don't even gotta take you under the sea for that, girl. They're gonna be like, oh. And don't you worry, girl, I ain't gonna flounder. I just want to be a part of your world. You're gonna be my queen, and I just can't wait to be king. Although 6 out of the 7 dwarfs aren't happy, I'll make sure you are. We'll create 2 worlds, 1 family, and you'll be in my heart as long as you never let it go. Oh, you guys are thinking he's out of Disney puns, but no one knows how far I'll go. This guy's looking at me like, I'm just annoyed, and what can I say except you're welcome. Oh, I got 99 problems, but a stitch ain't one.